Congratulations.
Well done, really fantastic drive. All seems
Thank you very much.
Guys, congratulations. I feel like it's been a long time coming, but it must be so exciting to finally be here. How are you guys feeling?
Should I start on that?
Go for it.
I think I can speak for all of us. We are very happy. We are very proud. It's an emotional day for all of us. First of all, saying goodbye to the GT car that we love very much. It's a car that we really have enjoyed driving. And then finally getting this victory, that's been something we have been fighting for the whole year, been very close to a lot of races, didn't quite get it, and finally we managed to put it all together. Those two did amazing, and I think I put on a little show for the end.
The end, I was there like, oh my God, like, how was it for you? Yeah.
I was going to say though, what was the difference in this race this weekend? What made the difference between not getting so close before and then finally getting that coveted race victory today?
I think first of all what helped us also today is that it was a green race without any safety cars, and we all got to show our potential. Obviously what Sarah has been doing all the races so far is that she's very fast in the beginning of the race. She's always have been doing some great starts, but somehow it's been a little bit destroyed by the safety cars. And today we were really crossing fingers and hoping not to have a safety car, so we could just have a clean race and just show all the potential that we all have. So I think that made the difference today. I mean, clearly Aston had a bit more. I think having three Aston finishing behind us shows that they had a bit more, but in the end, I think we all managed just better.
And Sarah, I have to talk about it. It's been an almighty scrap between you and Ben in qualifying this season. But yesterday you just looked fantastic. Did you kind of have a good feeling after that quali that you were on for something special today?
I wouldn't say I was that confident. Sure I was ready to fight for it. That's always. But no, it's a tricky track. It's tricky condition. It's extremely hot at the beginning of the race. Then it gets a little bit better towards the end. And we noticed during the practice that the Aston just had a way of using the tires that was quite different than all the other brands, and that could be an asset for them. So, as Michi said, they clearly had something that was working well here, and to stay in front with a different car, it was super important, to be smart. And at the end, we really work on the setup in the quali, but also in the race, to really try to maximize the potential we had in the car. We had a meeting where we said, basically we need to be fast towards the end of the race. The last 2-3 hours are going to be super important. And if you look at the pace, it's extremely different from the beginning to the end of the race. But that's why I'm super happy with the job that they have done in the box, to be honest.
We saw right from the start that the Iron Lynx car, your teammates were super quick. I know they had, they had
it
one
was in
driver.
my mirror after 1.5 laps.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
But how early on in the race did you know that their situation, that they were going to potentially pull the car in?
Well, we knew before the race start that unfortunately Claudio was not feeling well enough to take the start. We were kind of hoping that he would make it towards the end of the race. So I knew completely that they were on a different strategy, and it was agreed between us that we wouldn't have a stupid fight on track. Actually, when he passed me, I stayed a little bit behind him, tried to find a few tricks that I could use, to get a little extra tense. So it was very helpful, and I'm just so happy for them that they could enjoy, the race. I'm sad for Claudio, but you've had some great moments also in motorsport, and I'm sure there is many more to come for all of them. So just happy that they could say goodbye to the RSR.
You alluded to it a minute ago. What was going on at the end of the race? Because you certainly had all of us on the edge of our seats watching that.
He was fast. He wanted that win, but so did I. So obviously he closed quite a big gap very quickly, and I also knew that when he came down to 1.6 seconds behind me, I was like, okay, at one point his tires are not going to last. There is no way.
Because he was on the medium,
yeah,
you were on the hard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he was super fast, but I could also manage my pace in a way that when he came that close, I had to push a bit more, and I was still more or less in control. So, and then I think I managed the traffic in a good way. At one point I was catching another Ferrari, and I was like, is he going to make it difficult for me? Because he started to block me, the Ferrari number 21, I think it was. And I was like, I don't have time for that. I need somehow to get past you. But I thought maybe he wanted to close the door because he wanted the 54 to come closer. So I already had a lot of things going on in my mind.
She's an overthinker. Like,
yes, massive overthinker.
That's a lot.
But in a few corners, I knew I had to make a pass on him. And when I passed the Ferrari, I got into my zone again. I had a massive support from the engineers. And, you know, I could just see that, yeah, he got close, but I just increased the speed a bit more. So it was a very amazing feeling, to be honest. It gave me a massive confidence boost, which I needed this year.
And Rahel, how was it? I know you haven't got much of a voice left, maybe a few too many celebrations, and rightly so. How was it from your side today?
It was great to watch. I would say the entire GTE field, they put on a great show. It was nice to follow. Honestly speaking, for me, it was pretty easy because they had a minimum driving time of 2 hours 20. So it was clear both of them needed to do 3 stints. So there were only 2 ones left for me, which I enjoyed very much because, as the girls already said, the team really provided a brilliant car. It was a pleasure to drive it for a last time, and we made the maximum out of it. It was a great package, and in the end we were consistent. We had a smart race on tire management. This was a key factor and a game changer for today.
It's fantastic that you've won a race today in WEC, and you've put together such a great season. We're all big fans of the Iron Dames car as well. I have a daughter back home who would have been cheering you on, and she came to Portimao actually. Gutted you didn't win there, but she's a massive fan of yours. But there's something even more important today going on in this championship than you three winning this race today. And I don't know if you mind me saying, but females in motorsport is still sparse, unfortunately, and you are flying the flag. And I think that's something that this championship can be immensely proud of, that we have fast females in motorsport winning world championship events. What do you say to young girls watching what you've done today as inspiration?
So we have 5 girls on the WEC grid. 4 of them are Iron Dames. This is something which makes us very proud. We race to inspire. This is one of our slogans. We are women driven by dreams. So please, all the little girls out there, have big dreams, chase your dreams, and the chance to get them realities is much higher. Reach out to everyone, reach out to people and people projects like us, because we are here to support, to inspire the next generation, to make life a little easier for them. We are willed to pass our experience to the next generation, and I think we're gonna see a lot more of the Iron Dames in the future.
Actually, one more thing before you go. I have to mention the fact that you have one of your mechanics up on the podium with you. Was that a little bit of input from you guys having her there with you?
Iona is just, we have a lot of women in the team in general. I mean, we have some behind here. They are part of the PR, but we have many women in the team. Iona is one of the mechanics that is actually making the tire change, and she is as tall as Rahel, so she's really shorter than me. And it's incredible. We have some video, some picture of her carrying those tires like they are fake, like they are just like, and she's just running into that. And I was watching every single pit stop when I was not in the car, even when I was in the car actually, and she's just flying. And and I was just so happy that they put her on the podium with us, because that's also what Iron Dames is about. It's about the drivers, of course. We want to inspire more women drivers, but also more women to get involved into motorsport, because at the end of the day, it's not only about the driving. As we said today, we won that race because of the whole work of the team. And yeah, Iona today did a mega job with the rest of the crew, and she's just part of it. She's not like a woman in the team. She is one of the best mechanics ever.
I think that's a perfect note to leave it on. Congratulations, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks for entertaining us with the full access. We love it.
Thank you. Hello. You're missing one. There's number 3.
So how does it feel to have 2 teammates?
But can we not sit down here on top?
Champions, congratulations. How are you guys feeling right about now?
Very good. I mean, it was a great day. We take the win, we take the championship. I don't think we expected that this morning. So what a way to finish the year, what a year to finish WEC. I'm very proud of the whole team and those 2 here.
Rui, you in particular, post-race, I saw, is it family you've got with you this weekend, sort of embracing and really celebrating?
Yeah, big family here, including my managers, Amy and Maria. Everyone was super excited. Coming into the weekend, there was a possibility of winning the championship, but until it's done, you never really believe it. But I think we can all agree that after Friday qualifying, we didn't really expect to win the race today. But yeah, I mean, the team was incredible, great performance overall, spot on every single pit stop and a strategy, and yeah, just completely super happy.
What actually happened in qualifying? I didn't get to see. Was it a track limits thing or what? I mean, yeah. He's passed the microphone to the man that was behind the wheel.
Do you want the honest answer or the
Let's
political?
just give the honest answer.
I messed it up.
Apologies.
Sorry,
Edit
guys.
that bit out.
Sorry.
No, I mean, we were struggling. I didn't really get to do many quality sims, and I mean, it was not the goal this weekend. We just focused on the race car, and I locked up in T1, went straight, game over.
And it was
We
pretty
wouldn't have
much
been on
just,
pole, but top 5 was possible.
but it was pretty much just the one lap, wasn't it, in qualifying, because the degradation was so high on this track as always, I guess.
It was only one lap, and yeah, I went to the city of Bahrain in T1, then I never made it back, so I take bad credit for that one.
It has been an amazing year, 6 podiums consecutive out of 7 races. I think, to be honest, this one, because it was unexpected somehow. If we go more into the details, I was quite surprised about no one really was saving tires, fuel. We committed very early before the race to different strategy. Then Jota followed us a bit later, but no one else did it. And we knew we had set up the car on this way, and we stick it to that. Of course, playing against United Inter Europol, we could not divert too much if they were, in the front, but they had some issues. So we say, okay, let's go for it. And for sure, I think this one, because unexpected from low side, it's difficult to say it has been low side, but because we've driven a very strong Le Mans, but finishing second is not ideal. Second year in a row, we lost it in 2021. So, but anyway, we will be back there. It is a unique race, once a year. I think the only one around the world, and especially when you were there first year, 2021, and you lost the win on the last lap due to the technical issue. 2 years then in a row P2. It's always there, but I think we have to be proud together with Rui this year, but together with Louis we did it 3 times. 3 times our car entered the last lap. The worst position was P2. You have done it many times, Le Mans. You know that in LMP2 is a tough competition, and we did it 3 times, and 3 times it has been really good drive, good work, good approach, and it's not easy. You always want to be fast, but sometimes in Le Mans, any endurance race, you have to keep your goal where it really matters.
Rui, go on, hit me with your moment of the season.
Moment of the season would be, for me, Spa. Spa was...
You should say when you knew we will be your teammates.
This was the whole year, not just season. But yeah, I think Spa, as Robert famously says, turn 1, I went to check in at La Source Hotel and then came back to join the race. But it was just such tricky conditions, damp at the start. I was kind of nervous about doing it, but then these two were like big help, trying to calm me down and say, you can do it, we trust you, and this was a big help. And obviously after the start, I had a good comeback, and it was a crazy race, you guys remember. I mean, safety car, no safety car. We managed to get in on the last safety car 6 seconds before the pit lane closed.
6 tenths.
6 tenths before the pit lane closed, or else we would have missed a safety car, we would have been 1 lap down. So, I mean, it was a hectic race, and we managed to get the win. And after that, I kind of just had this feeling that, together we can really achieve anything. And these guys are, I don't have to say anything. They're incredible, so quick all year long, so consistent. And if you want to be teammates with anybody in LMP2, I mean, these two are right there. I mean, that's why they're the level they are in. And yeah, for sure, Spa was one of those moments where it's like, it was cool to win the race, but after everything that happened, it made it extra special.
Ask Louis this question. So, it looks like you've got great camaraderie between the trio here, and that always works well as a car crew. What's it been like to share the car with these guys this season?
It's been pretty amazing. I mean, with Robert, it's been 3 years. I joined the LMS in 2021. We were together and we won. So I didn't really know him before, but it's probably one of the best things that happened in my career. And obviously, Rui, we did IMSA last year. I know Rui from last year. I said, Robert, okay, let's do it together in 2023. I think there will be great potential. And here we are. So it's great. Two great guys, no ego, just going for the win together and trusting each other. So that made a difference.
Amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Look over our shoulder. Guys, welcome. Congratulations, champions. How are you guys feeling?
Yeah, very good. It's been a tough race, actually a bit long. I wished it was a 6-hour race, but no, in the end we made it, so really happy.
It looked like it was an easy race from the outside, but we hear that you guys were suffering some technical problems. A clutch issue, we believe?
Yeah, the clutch didn't work and the starter didn't work, so to basically restart the car was the biggest thing.
How were you doing this?
Just with the electric motor on the front.
Seb, he loves to have a bit more stress. He needs it. He needs it. So the last few stops he was saying, we're not going to start, but
yeah.
This is what you were stressed about. I wondered why you were kind of so miserable in that you're winning the race by 40 seconds. Come on.
We were starting in second gear at the end just to make it a bit easier.
Right, that makes much more sense.
No, in the end we made it, so we relieved.
And Rio, how was it for you today? You looked like you drove a good couple of stints in the car, and tyre degradation always a problem around this circuit.
Yeah, tyre degradation was the key to win the race, and yeah, it's been really tough to manage the tyres. But I was the third guy to jump in the car, so I knew how to manage, and then really happy to win the race and championship.
Today was a tough one, but I want to reflect on some of the positive moments from this season as we're asking everybody, each of you, to give us your season-defining or your favourite moment from this year. And you can't choose the same moment as someone else. Rio, you got the mic if you want to jump in?
I should choose this Bahrain, for sure. Yeah, winning the race and winning championship, for sure. This was a moment.
Even with it being so tough and so hot out there today, you still think that was the peak of the year?
Yeah, I think just myself, I did a good job, so I'm really happy just myself. So and winning the championship as well. So yeah, I choose Bahrain.
You spoke about Le Mans just then, and it's a question we spoke to WRT about just a second ago, that you become world champions now, but Le Mans is obviously the race that people talk about. It's the one that we all want to win. How does this compare to that?
The World Championship?
World Championship versus Le Mans.
I think if you win the World Championship and you don't win Le Mans, normally you say, yeah, the World Championship means just as much, but the truth is I always have a lot more emotion at Le Mans. I'm not going to lie. I think that whole week, the crowd, Le Mans is something incredibly special, but then I think in the history books, the World Championship, the fourth one, it sounds nice. Seb was mentioning to me earlier, he said, 2017, he won 5 races, but I won the championship. And I said, you know what? No one cares about those 5 races. You know?
Seb's always loved his stats.
Yeah,
he's the stats man.
I said he's the only one in the world that knows about those 5 races. And in the end,
we won together 5 races.
So
how many? You as well.
So for Seb then, how many victories is it now for you in the World Endurance Championship?
He has 2 more than me, but I'm never going to catch him.
I think today, it's 25 now. 25 victories for you.
Quarter of a century.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
There's a stat for you. Something for you to work on in the future, Brendan. 2 away.
I don't know, I have to break his leg, or I don't know. It's got to be,
kneecap him on the way to the car.
As long as we're teammates, it's never going to work out. So I'm never going to catch. But no, it's been fun.
And come on, we've had today, we've had Le Mans. What's been your highlight or your key moment of the season?
I'd say Spa. I started last. Obviously, we had.
Thanks to me. I think you strong.
But we just, we got those points for P2. I had a good first stint, no crash. Obviously, starting at the back, it was a bit damp, and just staying on the track, making sure didn't do any mistake, and to score those points, Obviously, I did a bad job in Monza, but we still scored quite a few points, and I think the consistency obviously helped us win the championship. So, even when things don't go well, you still need somehow to try to survive and get a few points, And I think today it obviously helped us.
Yeah, that's just brilliantly summed up by all 3 of you. To win a World Championship as a car crew again, I think when you look at it, every single race over the season, it was thinking what you've achieved this year against such immense competition. So, yeah, big congratulations.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice work.
Great job.